you hear me now? I guess you can. Oh, it's getting beautiful. Beautiful. Inside. From the inside. Oh my God, that sucks. Where in Carolina? Like, what's the next big city? Really? I didn't know. I'm not paying attention. I mean, I know it's snowing up north and shit. South Carolina, though, is like southern to me. I want to say, oh shit. They probably can't deal with that mess. Oh, wow. So it's because, people from up north, like, New York, oh, you guys got trucks? That's cool. Little redneck. Little redneck in the Carolinas. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't hate you for that. People go to the Carolinas, though, from up north to escape that shit. You got to come to Florida, man. And I was thinking about northern Florida for some land and shit, but fuck. I saw the other day the Florida sign, and you were driving in, and there was snow on the ground. That kind of sucks. Hey, whatever happened to global warming, T. Ray? You're not a redneck? Okay, that's all right. It don't make you bad either way. Oh, really? Where in Florida? Don't dox her fully. Southern Florida, Midwestern. Oh, Satellite Beach. Okay. I don't really know where that is, but I know it's not far. Heard of it. Yeah, I don't know Florida well. I mean, I've been here for 9 years. Oh, it's 3 hours from here. Oh, so it's way to fuck up north, Orlando-ish. Yeah, I thought I saw it up there on the map. I spent so many years here, but all I did was fucking work every fucking day. Just go to work, go to work, go to work. Oh, up there. I like it up there. I do. I love that Disney magic. I've been looking up there. Maybe Ocala or something. You can get a lot of house up there for the money versus here. Um, though, like just recently, since the Cowboy was kind of born, that whole Atlantic ad stuff, like I had no fucking clue what the hell was down there. I never spent time down there. I mean, I've been down there a couple of times, um, but it was never like now. I miss being down there. It's gonna be a while before I can drive. I don't know. Frank was talking about coming down here and being a chaperone of mine. Not that I super need a chaperone, but maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. I probably don't. I kind of do. Who knows? Hey, listen. Hey, listen, I say. Uh, no, he doesn't get me in trouble. trouble. If anything, I get him in trouble. Oh man. Yes, because I know him. He's like it's like we know each other, very similar, both incorrigible in our own way, just different. This is new. Like this is a whole new thing. Like this whole YouTube thing for me. Yeah, that's just it. We're so different. We're funny, but I'm learning from him. He's learning from me. I don't know what's up with him and Trixie. I don't know. They got their thing. I don't really know what it is, but you got to talk to him about it. And I don't hate that because I get that. You know, I get that. Yeah, they both seem like really good people. Yep, I like them. I like their crew. I like how they work. I like how they operate. I like their fun. I just, I like they have fun. That's the beauty of this. Hey, I'm alive, everybody. Kind of. Thumbs up. Show me you love me. Show me the love. Deep love. Deep redneck love for the love of redneck love. I mean, I could go outside, but everything's kind of damp and wet. And it's not, I thought it was like 60-ish. It was like in the 50s right now. It is fun over here. It is. Thank you. Good night. Wow. You guys did some serious partay. Good for you, man. Can't hate you for that. I know. That's what gives people who are from up north who are down here like this sense of, ah, 50s and 60s isn't bad. Oh, a little rain later, no biggie. That to me, that was always the case. And grinding it the fuck into my pals who are dealing with it because they deal with it, man. It sucks. My buddy Chrome, he's a maintenance supervisor. He's got to clean all that shit up and be out there in the cold. Like I'm always talking to him. I'm like, bro, how is it? He's like, it's fucking horrible, bro. I gotta go. And it sucks. You hate that. Another buddy, truck driver, delivering propane up in Vermont. Same thing, man. Fuck, that blows. You got to jump out and pull that line from the driveway to the house, and people don't clean up their driveway and their shit, and the truck's got to get in there. Holy fuck! You got to hear some of these fucking stories. And I didn't know there were so many like safety presets on all these things. Because the truck can start rolling and or sliding, and then just unbelievable. You know, all these remote hose and the gas shut off, and just, damn. You think something's easy when you don't really know the details of something, and you just see somebody do it real quick, and you think, oh, that looks easy enough. Yeah, well, you're only seeing like a very little part of it. In fact, my cousin delivers propane as well in upstate New York, and you know, it's work, man. Good Lord, you go from 80 one day to 24 the next. That's a big shock. That is. That's like, whoa. Now's the only time we get the big swings here, and it's really not that big. 20 degrees, maybe. You live with palm trees, but it's 20 something degrees. That sucks. That takes the spark out of the Carolinas. I may even take all this shit outside soon. I don't know, everything's wet. I just don't have it in me to do all the work anymore. I like sitting in front of the microphone. That's always good, clean fun. Thank God I can, you know, kind of do that. I'm not as quick, Uncle Shecky quick, but you know, I can still spread a mean whitefish on a bagel, if you know what I mean. But still not as, you know. Yeah, that's going to be the big thing. You always want the tip getting, you know, sanctified, if you will. Ah, sanctified, unified. Yeah, everything's really different now. It'll change soon. You know, there's no drugs left. You know, from what they gave me. That I stopped that. It made me. Somebody said something, and I was like, I'm not taking any drugs, and I haven't been for a while. I just tire out. I wake up early in the morning, like frick. I was up this morning, you know, at like 2 a.m., 2:30. I'm like, oh fuck. Your body just wakes up. I did go to sleep at 8:30 though. You know, that's 6 hours. For me, that's mega sleep. I was always a morning I was always a morning guy, morning radio. I always that was always the thing. Yeah, those pain pills, they made me sick. Like I got allergic reaction or something. They just something wasn't right. I had to stop because I woke up. I woke up feeling like sick from the pills. But as soon as I stopped taking them, I started to feel better and better. My head felt better, everything. I'll tell you folks, I'm gonna tell you guys some serious personal shit. You know, I felt so amazing after seeing my surgeon because he was just smiling ear to ear, and you know, he did the surgery the night of the accident. He was at the hospital. He's the one that called my brother and said if he, you know, we've got to do this procedure to relieve, you know, pressure, blood pressure in his brain, unless he has a DNR. If he has a DNR, you just, you know. And my brother's like, no, you do anything and everything you got to do it. And this surgeon just, you know, we had a conversation, and then, and you know, he showed me everything. He showed me the scans of the night of the surgery and then the night of before my appointment, the day before that. And it was just amazing. Like you could see, blood pushing, it was about to cause some serious problems. And, my new CAT scan, you know, there's there's just a little hint of blood. The center mass of the brain is good, and he's like, I can't believe. He was just like, it was like for a surgeon who does horrible work, like he had a good day. He was smiling, we were chatting, and I told him about YouTube, and he was all excited for me. And um, he's like, you have no idea, what how you're acting is just, he thought I was positive, and I feel blessed, like I don't remember a thing. I don't remember a thing. It was like I fell asleep for a month. Um, so I'm pretty lucky. It is a miracle. It's 100%, 100%. I mean, I hear people, I hear the stories, and I'm like, ew, I cringe. I'm like, holy fuck, that happened to me. Like, I'm the kind of guy that I'll see videos of people like do stupid shit and fall or whatever, and it's like you laugh, but I'm like, I feel the pain of it. It's like, ooh, that hurt just watching it. I can't even listen to this shit. And there was a cop and a paramedic that saw the accident, and they both told my brother, we can't believe he's alive. So that's correct. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, there's a small handful, and Frank was one of them. Frank knew. Frank knew a lot of shit. Like he knew when I got arrested. He knew, like, he just happened to be on the phone next to me. Bullshit. We were off the air, whatever. It's just, I'll tell you, man. He's good people. He is. Well, because it was one of those nights, where I was I was kind of, doing well, and I was going to continue. You know, it's crazy. I can't tell you, cats, how wild that. And some people are saying to me, "Oh, you got what you deserve. You were a dick." I'm like, okay, if that's how you feel, well, guess what? I'm still part of the plan. However that plan is, I'm part of it. Maybe I'll be different. Maybe I am different. I'm different. I am different. I just appreciate everything more. I do. Yep. The only screwed up thing about this, T Ray, is, I didn't allow anybody to put me on the air in a freaking coma and talk shit about me. And guess what? That person talked shit about me for months and months, and that's all he had, talking shit. And listen, if that's the kind of shit you need to do to have material because you're a non-tent specialist, that's fine. I never looked back. I have no need to. I don't, because we're doing funny, fun shit. I don't need to blast somebody to have fun. I don't. No, we're all having fun together. And be respectful. That's it. And I don't care if you don't like me, this me, that me, the other me, backside me, hair up my ass me, whichever. Like I don't care. But you don't come here and start talking shit. You go do that in some other room. That's just the way it is. That's always the way I've been. You know, peace, love, and happiness. Uh huh. Yeah, for real, it does happen here. Uh huh. Rainbows in the chat, of course, because it's Rainbow Bay. For Christ's sake. Rainbow Bay on a Saturday. Where's Gay Ray and his friend Jay? Is that your cousin Frank? That's the real truth. You know, and and then the trolls restream it. Yeah, and that's fine. Hey, listen, they need something. Everybody needs something. The main harvesting starts here. Okay. And I'm all the source of all life just happens to be the guy who died. Figure that out. The source of all your life starts with the guy closest to death. For the love of who could save that? Nobody, right? T Ray, one. I like that picture, T Ray. Got a cute picture. Is that real? Um, yeah, I did. You didn't know? No, I guess your boy Tan didn't find out everything. In fact, as usual, he found out nothing. Uh-huh. Well, good for you. Hey, listen, I'm not going to say don't go here, don't go there, don't go anywhere. Go wherever you want. But it's also like in life where, you know, if you're going to talk shit behind my back and then come in and, be all smiley, smiles to me. Oh, you're going to be all smiley to me, but talk shit behind my back? That's like I don't associate with that shit. I mean, I understand what you're doing wholeheartedly, 100%. I get it. Delray Beach. Well, yeah, they brought me back. I was gonna die. Yes, and that's fine. And you've always been straight up. You're fine, T Ray. Whether that hot picture is you or not, who knows? I don't like follow a lot of that. Like there's a lot like who's who and what's what. And what. Like I'm a one name one. Like that. I know I have notes somewhere and whatever, but I know certain people are in every room, which is fine. The most unique thing though is the Callie thing. She is so wacky, it's tacky. And like I don't understand how I'll tell her stuff and then she'll regurgitate it back to make me sound a certain way. Yeah, I got it. Mine too. I mean, I go from fatty to skinny to beard to. Oh, I got you. Okay. Don't give up too much. Yeah, me too. Because I did it both. Like I was in radio broadcasting, and I've had fake names and I've had real names. It's fun, all around fun, and that's why I don't hide. There's no reason to hide. Good thing everybody knew where I was. Yeah, it's best not to, but I mean I'm in a pretty tight neighborhood. Like my street, even though it's like a little 55 plus, it's like where I am. The only people driving by are people that live close to here. So any unusual vehicles stand out. Yeah, it's just, but the basic stuff for me was, I would never dox someone's job or, you know, like say Andrea per se, or her apartment, or you know, do horrific shit like show her bedroom or her apartment number, or like I would never do that. That's just so not right. And you're doing it to someone else. It's not like you're doing it to you. So that's just me. And I told her that several times, and she would always take my side. But, the thing about her is I just can't, for some reason, she's too tight. She's too tight to somebody I extremely dislike. So I'm just not gonna, there's no reason to hang out with that person. Not that I wish her the best. She basically told everybody she was doing something, and guess what? It was all a lie, and everything else, a lot of other lies as well. So, and you know what? Listen, I get that. If that's your game, you're gonna play. Go play it, but don't not in real life. real life, to me, real life is a little different. Let's be a little different here. We were all together at one point. Yeah, especially women. It still is. Guess what? It still is. Because I don't know what to believe. I don't know which side, which way, which story is true. I think it was a late night for Frank. We're on like opposite schedules. Like it already feels like midday for me. Yeah. Yeah, Scooby's different. Scooby's special, you know. He's he's special in his own right. And I think I'm not sure if he saw me in the hospital or what, but he was he couldn't get enough of me. And he stays close. He's really good. He is. He super is, boy. He's I almost felt bad, you know, everything he went through. That was the main reason I wanted to get home. I thought he you know, home alone in the house. I had no idea. Like, I didn't know my ex from New York came down the next day. She was here for a week. Um, it's hard to believe. Hard to believe, you know. And my friends and my brother came down immediately with his whole family. And yeah, I mean, I was, and listen, Frank, Frank's worried about the same thing. He's got to walk Lola every 2 hours. So, you know, it's hard for him to go out. And I get it. I do. I don't like coming home to, you know, a pile of dog shit or, a, a puddle of piss. Yeah. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with a friend like that. There isn't. Oh man, I love Chihuahuas. Most people think he's a Chihuahua. He looks like a Chihuahua. Um, First thing people guess. He's so freaking adorable. And he's the complete opposite of a Chihuahua, though. He just loves everybody. He wants to hug and love on everybody, you know. Unlike a Chihuahua that, for the most part, wants to hug and love on their owner and basically hate everybody else. Chihuahua named Biscuit. See, now I could write a whole freaking song on that. Aw, Biscuit's got a heart problem. She'll still live to be 20. That's the fucked up thing. Well, that's good. Very good. Very, very good. You gotta let them sniff. They sniff everything. Now it's starting to look like rain. Aw. Yeah, Scoob's got some issues. His are probably from being in a cage so long, you know, being the breeder. Um, and he may be inbred a little. So that color is actually rare on min pin, the red ones. A little cold in Rainbow Bay, folks. It says 53. Is that true? Wow. Feels like 56. Low of 32. Are you kidding me? Wow. Yes, today, high of 62, low of 32 here in South Florida. 83% chance of humidity on the eastern seaboard, of course. Oh, there's the. Let's look. Oh, the rains are coming. Yep, it'll be here this afternoon, noontime. That's a big storm. Oh yeah, we got a huge storm coming from the northwest. It's like a pound in Cuba. Huh. So I guess overall we're pretty lucky here. 30s is ultra cold. I remember working here in the 30s last year, the year before last, a couple years back, over on A1A doing security. Oof, man, I was freaking cold. Yeah, I mean, I'll take 30 and 60 and 80% chance of rain. Well, I never really left real estate. I just, you know, haven't been busy. That's kind of the goal. I will. I will. I'll start getting back into it. I'm going to start doing stuff, you know. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I would always do that on the side, even with a full time job. COVID, COVID, I was doing security 40 plus hours a week and selling real estate. I sold a bunch of houses during COVID. It was like one of the busiest times. But since my hernia operation and uh, that hasn't been great. I was just before the accident. I was just starting to really come back physically. Now I got to restart, which is okay. At least I'm, you know, alive. Yeah, but I mean, I was okay at it, but is what it is. There's, what you got to remember about real estate, Palm Beach County. There's basically 30,000 realtors in Palm Beach County that live in Palm Beach County. 30,000. 30,000. So there's a lot of people. It's like being an actor in LA. More than likely you're working at Hooters as a waitress. Just the way it is, kind of. So a lot of people work, you know, in the part-time realm when it comes to real estate. I mean, I've done both. I've worked full time. I've worked part time. It doesn't matter. I always end up making more part time because I don't know. I don't stress myself on it. I don't look at every sale as, oh, I got to make money. I got to do. No, it's just helping people get through their situation. That's all. Oh, you got something specific you're looking for? Oh, yeah, well, we can do that. Um, yeah, I enjoy it. It's just working with people, and listen, it's like anything. You walk around with a camera, and people just start talking to you. You don't have to badmouth them. So there's a difference between me and other styles of, say, fake reporters. You know, I mean, would I like a super experienced CNN Don Lemon type? Would I go into a church? No, you don't do that ever. You know, and he should know that as a true, real journalist. So he says, guess what? You never go into a house of worship ever, period, unless it's off hours to interview the pastor, rabbi, whatnot. But, you know, during a service, you don't ever go in. And that's journalism. Now you're interjecting. Now you're making yourself part of the story. Now you're becoming the story. Guess who got arrested? Yeah, because you don't do that. And you should know that. You should. You could stand outside on the sidewalk. Even if it's not your religion. Listen, you don't walk into a Hindu ceremony. You don't walk into any ceremony, for that matter, unless you're invited in. It just seems like a crazy world. Like I'm scratching my cracked skull trying to understand the world we're living in. Um, and I'm not choosing either side. I'm just wondering, wow, that's what they think? And everybody thinks something different. But I know the state of California is like one of the most beautiful states. They've lost so much downtown area. Um, you know, a lot of stars like actors, actresses, musicians are moving out of California because of crime. Um, those are the ones that aren't, saying do this, do that. Um, they're the quiet ones, moving to Montana or Idaho or Vegas or wherever. There's a lot of nice places to live. And California used to be one. It's just not anymore. And guess what? You know, the elected officials that you chose are making those choices. And coming from a place like Vermont, I've been paying attention for a lot of years. I remember when Bernie Sanders rolled into town. I remember when all the policies slowly changed and really ridiculous things started happening. I remember when Bernie Sanders lost the nod of the party, and all of a sudden All of a sudden, he's got a multi-million-dollar mansion on Lake Champlain. Now, how do you do that on a $60,000 a year salary? Or even if it's $100,000 a year? How do you do that? We're talking multi-million-dollar, it's like, and I'm looking around at other Vermonters I know, and I'm saying, do you see this? Oh yeah, there's nothing, and nobody says anything. Nobody, it's just normal. Um, it's normal for us to allow politicians to just thieve money from any government program. And it's just time. Like, we've got to stop this. We need to. We need to. Whose wife? Somebody's wife get in trouble? Oh, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't look that deep into the story. I just try and take a sniff of the details, and just let it jiggle around my head. Go, wow. Let my let my crazy head think about it, because I definitely think different than a lot of people. Not for any other reason than I think different. Not better, not worse. Just thinking different. That's all. Oh yeah, Chicago. Sweet home, Chicago. Um, a very racket-oriented area. You know, he's like, I think former President Obama came from the Chicago area. Huh, isn't that wild? And his husband. I mean, what? Well, wife now. Um, I mean, I'd say he's Chicagoan, but everybody knows he's from Africa. Sweet home Chicago. Yeah, grassroots. It was grassroots, my friend. Yep. I kind of took that route. Grassroots, y'all. Yes, Michael. Good call. I thought I saw a report somewhere in some magazine or something. The parents, the real parents of those kids. Well, kinda. Listen, when she was shaking her junk on the Ellen show, full frontal. I mean, she could have her own half hour in, you know, at the male strip club if you folly. I mean, come on. She's doing windmills. Oh God. That reminds me of the guy in in the Senate who testified in front of the Senate how, he was having gay sex with Obama, doing cocaine with him. But they didn't believe him. Yes, 100%. Like those those little girls look just like their real mother, not Michael. No, and their father looks more, I don't know, mainstream, I guess. I don't know. It's just funny how it's either a conspiracy theory or fact. And if you make it one way, then it's always going to look that way. And again, it's media hype. Uh, I know the media. I know the hype. I know the game. Like I know it. I just happen to know it. How they play it, how they work it, how they mold it. Um, yes, yes, it's like Psych 101 to Cali. Except I really know it. I have a college degree in it. I worked in the field. There's a difference, you know. this on. Time to put this on. Come here. Can I put it on? Hey, can I put it on? Come here. You gotta let me put it on. What do you got? Oh, Frankie's here. Well, what do you know? Guten Morgen from Rainbow Bay. Oh.